cardboard. This is going to be just to hold the spine in, because we want it to be really flexible. So I'm going to make it quite long. It's going to be a really long one, but a very narrow one. So we're going to attach these pieces with some very strong glue. But first of all, we're going to cover them. I'm not doing the pages in black this time either, because they're quite, tend to always use black. Well, I'm using, this is mint macaron, and I've got a full packet and 12 sheets here, so it's 1.5 packets. I won't use that many, but I'm going to distress the edges once I've done them, because I'm doing the shabby chic steampunk with my Stampera papers, and the green goes beautiful with the decor on here. Let me just show you there. See, the distressed green goes beautiful with this. I think it's just beautiful. Look, if you hold that against there, that is just going to look amazing. Even if you didn't grunge up the edges, it's going to look gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, we're not eating. Look at this, it matches beautifully. Well, not that corner obviously, but you know, this against there, when it's all sponged, it's just going to look epic. So that's what I've chose. I'm also, if I run out of those papers, so I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I've got 9, so I should do okay. But if not, I am going to pair up with some of these from around the world. And I have already cut apart. This is the cover. So this is going to be for journaling spots. You know, you can write on the back. You can add the green on the back. And then shabby them edges up. There's a bit of Paris going on. But it's all ties in with the shabby chic feel. So like these were off the front, around the world. These were bits off the front, you know, and they're all going to get incorporated somewhere, even if they're like little tuck spot areas or for journaling on. So I'm going to back them all on paper. These are the strips that come off the side of the paper. Got a little bit of, so they're going to get used somewhere as well. I've kept that in there so I know what the name of the papers are. So, but yes, these are tally up in here with the green as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So that against that again looks absolutely amazing. So I've decided, and we're just going to sit here and do it all together, start to finish. I'm not going to go away and say, oh, I've done this already. We're going to do it together. I also had these gorgeous papers sent to me off the gorgeous Karen Resin Brink. And look at these. Oh my goodness. Scream shabby chic to me. Again, it's going to look gorgeous against the green. That is just going to look amazing. So we've got those pictures with the cars on. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The taxi one. You've got these. Look, absolutely stunning. So these will be in the album as well. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Perfect colouring. Just totally perfect. Look, again, it's going to look gorgeous. You've got the ship, you've got the railroad, you've got the clocks. Oh, absolutely stunning. So thank you for those, Karen. You're a darling. So we'll leave those out. Leave these out. This is my card. You can see I haven't cut it to size yet. I'm not going to unless we're going to be doing it all together. How's that? Start to finish. So let me put my pages just to one side. We will cut those down in a moment. Now, I'm going to line the papers, the cardboard. It's not thick cardboard. It's not going to be, you know, it's sturdy. So you've got a flexible side, but then you've also got a sturdy side. So a sturdy side it is. This, I wanted it to be flexible. If I did it the other way, it's a bit stiffer and it would have cracked. But I want it so it just curves around like a book would. So I've got my vinyl strips ready. You're going to cover the ends off all of these. And then we've got the long ones as well. Just like we did on the ATC album. So I'm going to just start with those. The long strips first. Just going to peel them back when I can get into them. You normally just have to use your finger. So I'm just going to lay that down. It's a great way of not using so much. So go halfway. This time though, I think I might wrap this one around just to cover that side, because you do get an open gap otherwise. And then with my scissors, my next door neighbour's dog is off again. Oh God, sorry about that. If you can hear him barking, he doesn't like the Hoover apparently. And I'm just going to pull that little section back, because you end up, if you cut it off flat, you end up with what's it called? Gaps where you can see the cardboard, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm tucking that round. And then we can fold this just right over and give that a good burnish, get all the air bubbles out. And we can just snip those bits off now. Now you can't see down there, because normally you can see the down there bit. That's what we've wrapped that now around the corner, giving me a much cleaner edge. Oops, doesn't want to stick to that. So I've got really neat corners, and this will get sturdier and sturdier once I'm going to layer them, and I'm going to add DSP. I'm not just going to add DSP, I'm going to back them with cardstock as well to thicken everything up. So let's repeat that on again. I mean, if you want to go and get your stuff, these are 10 by 5.5, you need 2, and this is 5.5 by 5.5. So I've just basically done a square for that one. So again, halfway, just lay that on. I'm going to cut them strips up to the end. And just wrap that around. And the same with this end. I mean, I've been asked, will I do a steampunk one? Because everyone's into the steampunk at the minute. So, and then just rub that around. Push out your air bubbles. And then just snip off the ends. Perfect. Stick them back on the piece of card that come off. I've got steampunk stickers that the lovely Carla sent me, you know, so why not get a little album going? I mean, it doesn't have, I mean, I know it's long, but you can, I want it so you can get a 6x4 photo on, and then some decoration instead of just having a whole page of white and a little tiny border. I want to really showcase these papers. So I'm going to do the long ends first, and then we'll tackle the small ends. And the vinyl is excellent for flexibility as well. And not only that, people will think that you've spent ages covering it with paper when it's not paper. It'll protect the corners. Just going to wrap that round. Same at this end. Why not, eh? Why not? So scoot that over. Get your foam folder then and work out all those. It's so easy to manoeuvre out. And you could really wrap that round if you wanted to, but I don't want double layers. I want to be able to just see neat corners. Look how neat that looks. Perfect. And you haven't got, like I say, the brown showing through. Perfect edges. So, last long piece. It's quite equal either side. And then snip up. Wrap that round. Same this side. Wrap that round. Perfect. And then just flatten that down and take out your bubbles. Oops. Oh, what's happened there? Good job. We're gonna cover these up. Don't know what happened there, but you can use any black tape. It doesn't have to be vinyl. You can use Tyvek, and I believe you can get that in several colours as well. But this vinyl has done me well. I bought a roll and it cost me about £8, and it's made, oh gosh, I've got enough to make another 2 to 4 albums, and I've made about 4 to 6 already with that one roll. So I'm going to make sure this goes on the inside. So I'm just going to write inside cover, and then we can now add the small pieces. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to cut these down a little bit. I don't have to wrap them around the edges then, but you need to make sure you cover the black. So just layer. I did cut them to 6 inches, but I think we can just, when I can pick it up, let's get all our pieces. Oh no, because I need 4. 1, 2, sorry. I've hidden that one now, haven't I? It's behind me, they're not in front. And make sure they all cut the same. There we go, we don't need those bits. So, grab you, and I'm just using my finger and lay that down. Oh no, I'm going to do it on the top this time. Whoops. Air bubble. It's going to get covered anyway, so. And then just fold that over. Perfect. Love it. So just a little even gap either side. And then I can smooth that over. That good burnish. Get our air bubbles out. Just need to cover the edges because these are all going to get layered anyway, so. Perfect. So there's 2. Now we can move on to our small piece. I haven't got so much to cut off this one. wrap it round. I'm just going to bring that over. Take out any air bubbles. Perfect, and then I can trim those off. Mind you, if I cut that as a little mitre, oops, it's sticking to my finger. I could wrap that round. There we go. And wrap that out. Get out the bubbles. Perfect. Worked out lovely. I do have a link to a video where I do use paper to cover an album. Which you are more than welcome to take a look at. I think I may have to cut a bit more of that actually. Come to think about that now. So let's press this over. Oh no, that's not too bad actually. And then just wrap that around. Oh, perfect little corners, look. Squish out your air bubbles. Perfect. Squish out your air bubbles. Perfect. I'm going to cover all 4 of these. That's bent, that's why. There we go, I'll squish that in. Perfect, that is so neat. So we want to keep the flexibility on this way. You don't want to try doing it that way because it's just going to bend and look ugly. So the flexibility is there. So we are now ready to attach these. So I've got longer strips. These are about 7.5, 8, because we want them to fold over on the inside. So use your small one first. That's the way we want this. Halfway. And then you need this piece. That's the inside. So yeah, that's right. And you better make sure they're bang on together. Just roll them. And then you open this up. And oh no, I've done that wrong. Pull it, and then you fold them up. It's such a sweet little way to do this. and just fold that over and burnish that down. And there is the back. So this is going to be the front. Love it. So again, we need our long strip. I think it'd be quite cute actually to do half the size of a normal album. So you want about an inch either side and halfway up. Look at whichever side is the neatest. This, I'm going to have this on the inside. Again, just pick that up, making sure they're both together. And squish out your air bubbles. Don't know what's happened there. Let's pick something up. Oh well. And then, oops, open this out. You know you've got the perfect distance then for closing your album. And then we're just going to squash this down. Perfect. Oh, that's why it's picked up bits. That's what it is. So, this is our bendy little album now. That's got all that flexibility there. And now we're just gonna, it seems a bit flimsy at the minute. You would think, oh my goodness, but we're gonna line this. We're gonna line it on the inside. We're gonna add DSP as well. So whilst, let me just get rid of this rubbish off my desk. Go. So we know that is 5.5 by 5.5. So I need to cut this down to 5, and I'm just having the tiniest little border. So 5 and 5/8, 5 and 3/8. Don't throw any of your paper away. We're going to use as much as possible. By 5 and 3/8. Only thing I'm going to get the big trimmer out for is the DSP. So just carry on now, just stressing around the edges. And on the inside, we're going to have it 2 inches wider either side. Perfect, isn't that gorgeous? So that is going to get glued right on the edge there. Look at that tiny little border. And then DSP as well. Oh, it's going to look amazing. I can't wait to see the end result. I know what I should have done first. If I'm quick, I might be able to just do it. I've got my 1-inch tape when it wants to come out. There we go. A little tape tray. I can add more glue to that, so don't worry. And I'm just going to add tape as well as my cardstock. Just to make sure it all stays in place, which it will, obviously. Whoops. Peel back. Get some more glue. that's going to look fabulous. So I'm starting down the bottom. I need to come down just a tad more, just so I've got a tiny little border all the way around, and I can squash that into place. Perfect. So that's the outside of our beautiful out, and you can start to feel a bit more flexibility now, and it's just gonna be really scrumptious. Right, let's see what we're gonna have on the outside. Oh, I love it. Look at that train. That's just going to be on the spine. That is absolutely perfect. So if I do this 5 and 1/4 by 5 and 1/4, let's have a look. Do we get a nice little... Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous, girls. Beautiful. Tiny little border either side, top and bottom. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So that is the spine. It's starting to get sturdy, but still very flexible. Love this. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So let's add our section. We need this to be 5 and 3/8, did I say? Yes. By, I want a good, oh, what's that? What's that length? Is it 8 1/4, I think, if it's this. Do you forgive me? Yeah, it's 8 1/4. I'm just going to chop that down too. I was experimenting with embossing powder earlier, and 5 and 3/8. I've got it all up. I'm not going to save strips. I might do actually. Yes, I will. You never know. We can have a little tuck spot area with that. So that is going to get distressed, and it's all over my desk. I thought I'd got it all off. So this is frayed burlap by Rangers. I've got some, we're going to do some die cut pieces. I've got those gorgeous tags. We've got the, I'm just going to decorate perfectly. So that now, I want to make sure I've got a good inch either side, and I'm going to add tape as well. So, you're best off putting your hand inside the roll when it's that wide. So about an inch either side. Just going to do another one through the centre. all about the layering. Making sure that's perfect. And it's got about, it's going to have 6 pages, which is 12 sides. So maybe, if I'm feeling adventurous enough. So grab your glue. Plenty on. Fancy putting your hand straight on top of it, Gaynor. So yeah, about an inch either side. I can show you right down at the bottom because you just want a little bit showing. Perfect. Air bubbles. And then this is where you just gently manoeuvre so that paper then becomes apart and gets stuck inside there with the vinyl. It's sticky on the inside, so that becomes a part of it. Perfect, that's glued down in there, lovely. And I'm just going to do the same to this side. Just make sure you oozed it all out. There's no air bubbles. And again, just hold that right over until it becomes a part of its own self. And there we go, perfect lined. I've got all that space to add the pages. I know, and then we can still make it a little bit flexible. I've done something wrong, I think. We're going to have a really wide album. And that's upside down. We're going to have a really... spine is huge. Haven't thought this one through, have I? Oh well. It's just an album. It's a shabby chic one. We're allowed to make mistakes. Why is that coming off? Better. That's better. Oh, I've got less of a rim there than I have down there. Gaynor's on the wonk with the wonky eyesight. So, let's get that good smoothing out. Perfect. So what made me do it 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch? Oh well, but that's where our pages are going anyway, so. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to have a really wide album, aren't I? I like to keep that flexible. You can bend it slightly. Oh, that's not going nowhere, girls. Ooh, love it. Right, let's get, we need inside covers. So these need to be, that is on the crease. So they're 10. So if I make these 9 3/4, how much is that giving me then? 9 3/4. Just, oh, it's only just. So if I can make these 9.5 by 5.5, I best mark it, aren't I? I'm covered in powder because I don't want to get the big one out. 9.5. Get another piece. 9.5. Oh yeah, It's alright, I thought I was doing pages then. I'm not. Will that fit in there? No. I'll just do this on the guillotine, on the big one. Won't be a second. Because they're so long. So if I make them 5 and 3/8. Because you don't want to go near that, but you want to keep that nice and flush. So that is perfect. Oh, I've got a wandering hair on me. That's perfect. You only need to do it to the 3 sides. Because this is going to get hidden on this side. Oh, just do it, innit? Might as well, here. Perfect. Do-do-do-do. Stampera, the paper company, is a Hungarian company. Did you know that? You do now. So, starting on the corner. Just going to measure either side, making sure I've got good distance. And that we're away from. Perfect. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. My battery died an awful death, and yeah, it was saying full when I first switched the camera on. It's typical, isn't it? So we're going to repeat the process. Just going to shabby chic up the edges. You don't have to use this tool. You could use a dauber, or you could use one of your brushes. You know, your makeup brushes that everyone's using now to sponge with. I think like it looks beautiful, and I can't wait. Perfect. So let's get that in. I've pressed play, haven't I? Yes! The sun is in my eyes, I can't see. Rather large papers. But it's going to all come together in the end and look absolutely gorgeous. So again, I'm just going to flick to the side so I can see. And then I'm going to make sure I've got the distance I want either side. Perfect. It needs to come down just a touch if I can. Here we go. Inside covers are on. We need 2 again, don't we now, for the outside covers. So we can fold these flat. So let's get 2 sheets again. And I'm going to mark these off at 9.5 as well. Making sure they are right against there. And I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail while I get the 3 bits. And I'm keeping all these because these will turn into flaps for the pages and stuff. So let's get some more ink. Once we've done that, we can start working on the pages and getting some designs put in there. I think what it is, I grip this paper too hard. There's one. Let's get this in. Whoops, got the drops. It's get. Oh, there we go. So squeezing while the paper's on the floor, on the desk even. Doesn't matter about that blob because it's going to get covered over now. So equal distance, top and bottom. Oh, I should have done this to. Oh, I should have done this to 9 3/4. Oh my goodness, Gaynor, you've made a boo-boo. Don't worry, we'll stretch our DSP. Next one, I think I'll keep that to the back. I can't. Oh, you can. Yeah, that is the back because the train is there. So I will pull it forward and then we can do something with that side. No, just cut us another piece. You can use that on something else. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to do 9 3/4 for this one. Yes, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. Oh, my back. I can add some ribbon down the piece at the back. Some lace ribbon. I tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to go to the range and buy some shabby chic cog style trinkets and stuff. Perfect. In a minute, oh, we can add a piece to the middle of the spine, so we can hang a trinket from there. Because we haven't put DSP on the inside yet. I know we put it on the outside, but it won't make any damage to it because I put an eyelet in. Keys, cogs. All sorts. So let's turn this way. Add that nice and close to the edge, giving me a good distance either side. Perfect. That's now our front cover, and we're going to decorate that later. So the covers are on, our train on Shabby Chic is there, absolutely gorgeous. I will find something that will match that later. So we can set that to one side now and we can work on our pages. So we will decorate that later. So for the pages, we've got all these lovely pieces left over. We can use them for belly bands, flaps, just getting all the right sizes together. perfect. DSP can go to one side. We've got this piece as well that can be used for a flap. And those. Don't throw anything. So, pages. We're going to want 6. So, have I got 6 left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, our book is 10. So, we want to make these. So, the pages are 9 and 9.5, say. So, we want 9.5. Let me get a piece of paper. Make that there. So 9.5 plus 3/4 plus 1/2 inch. So we need to make these 10 3/4 by 5. Yeah, by 5. And then we're on the long side. We're going to score 3/4 of an inch and 1 1/4. So there's your first lot of measurements. So if you give me 2 seconds, I'll leave that on the desk while you while I go and cut these to 10 3/4 by 5. At a time to save time. I would do 3, but I don't want to mess up my cardstock. Fetch back all my other bits now. Again, these can be used for flaps and pockets and stuff like that. So we've got our pages. Again, pop them with those. They're slightly wider than the other ones. And now we're going to take our scoreboard. What's that off? Oh, a piece of white there as well. When I can reach it. Oh, there it is. And we're going to score these at 3/4 of an inch and 1 1/4. 3/4, 1 1/4. 3/4 and 1 1/4. Go. All done. Oops. My other scoreboard is sticking out like a sore thumb. There we go. Just leave that there for you. And what we want to do is just want to fold and burnish score lines both ways because they're pages. So we've got our hinge. This is where they're going to get attached, and then this is going to be for any thickness and bulk. Absolutely love it. Nice long pages. easy get photos on there. Beautiful 6x4 photos. And again, perfect. So we've got all our pages. I mean, if you want to, you could have added, what's happened there? That's the way. You could even make pockets for these if you wanted to. But you've got your, they're what's going to get attached. These are what your flaps are going to be, and they take up the bulk as well. So, oops. Oh look, I've even written that down there, look. So, the book is 10 by 5.5. That's the chipboard. Softer hinges. Pages are 10 3/4 by 5. And you're going to score them at 3/4, just like what I've put there, and 1 1/4. So I have got, oh, I've got paper. Glue all over me, as per you. So I'm just going to leave them in sight so you can see them. And we can just sit and distress all these here now, or we can do them as we go along, because we are going to add flaps as well, so I would do the distressing afterwards. So on my first page, I'm going to do top flap, bottom flap, small thin pocket, tucks on the top, the open flap, photo mat on the bottom. Right, so let's see how far up. That's perfect. So I take that up to 1/2 inch and trim that down as well. So these, let me mark it because I'll end up doing it wrong, you watch. So I'm just going to take that little fraction off. Just all that's what I need. And let's have a look. Get our scoreboard out. And let's score this at 1/2 inch. So that's going to make our top flap. Let's get another wide one. Let's check the length. So, pencil. That needs to be chopped off. And 1/2 inch. I'm just going to open my drawer, put my scorer in there so I don't have to keep bending down. And take that down. Oops, that'll finish. So that's going to go on there. That's going to get attached to the top. Let's just see if we can do it the other way around. Look at that, where they've got the trimmer. So reattach that one on the bottom. That's going to be our bottom flap. And then this one can go on the top. Perfect. And then we can have a little tuck spot area. Mind you, I do want some wide ones as well. So, let me take, I'm going to take that off. That is just a little tiny fraction for that. Oh my goodness. action. Look at that. Because I want one to come. Oh, that's going to be perfect. So score this at 1/2 inch. So we've got a smaller flap and a large flap. So that will go on there. Making sure it doesn't interrupt with your... That's perfect. And then this one is going to go over the top. Why does that look like corded? Let me just see. That looks strangely off. Let me see if that's square. Seems to be okay. Or is it just because I hadn't attached them yet? Let me just add that. It looks level there. So let's get it in before I change my mind. Right along the edge. It's not interrupting with that at all. That's our top flap, because we want to be able to get a 4x6 photo and some decorating in there. Our small flap now can go at the bottom. Make sure I've got no glue under there. And then we can attach this. Again, making sure it's not going to interrupt with this hinge. That's perfect. Alright, we can have a little, let me see what I'm going to do. A little tuck spot now for the top. Before we forget as well, let's sponge our edges. Inside and out, we've got to do them this time. Loving this. It just takes a little bit of time up, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Especially with the grungy, shabby chic look. We've done all the inside. Let's do the outside. nearly there. Just fold that over. Perfect. So, bottom flat, top flat, and what did Gaynor say she was going to put? A thin pocket. So we need a longer piece because we want 1/2 inch. So that is, let me just check Gaynor's. So that is 9.5. So we want this to be 10.5. So we can score 1/2 inch either side. What we're going to do is chop that off, and we're going to score this on 3 sides at 1/2 inch. We're going to fold over our pieces, and then we're going to grunge our little pocket up as well. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Oh, I can feel those bits all over the... So remove our corners because we're going to turn this into a little pocket. I'm going to fold these edges in. We're going to even shabby chic up the photo mats as well. Perfect. So that now is going to get glued into there. Perfect. Oh, okay, don't get on the inside, lovely. It's not meant to go there. Perfecto. So keeping this up so it doesn't interfere. Push that all the way to the edge, and you want to be able to be lifting this flap up as well. So, get that a good, oops, good flap. Oh, love it. So we can have this come up, give that a good burnish, and this will come over. Perfect. Do we need a magnet? Let's get some anyway. Oh, where are my magnets, by the way? In here. I'm going to get some more out. Not so many left on my desk now. Oops. Oh, I've got another fat one left. I'll have to order more. I haven't got many, have I? Look. Wow. Definitely have to order more magnets, Gaynor. So let's get the large ones. I have got 1, 2, 4 left. So tape. look, it's coming off. I'm just gonna, I think that may be a bit low. Right on the edge. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to peel this up. Oh, shavings. Just move that up a touch. We're going to have DSP there, so no little drama there. So just leave them now. There we go. So that will keep that page closed. Beautiful space for photo and side decoration. That is so cute. But I want a little tuck spot area up here as well. So let's see what I've got in. So I've got these gorgeous little tags there. I've got these tags as well, and I've got that gorgeous, oh, pity that was in the wrong colour. Otherwise I could have used one of these. And then you could literally say, place a photo here, and you could have had a nice little, you never know, it might go actually. Oh, let's see what papers we've got. So, would that go against there? Maybe. Against there, maybe. Maybe against there. That's quite nice, actually. A bit too maroon for there. I think that looks quite nice, doesn't it? We can grunge up the edges. What I'll have to do is here, just use the tip of my finger to grunge up that paper. So it looks like it's been sponged. Just so it looks old and distressed. Grunge this up a bit with a bit of brown. That's actually working. So that looks a bit vintagey and grunged up a bit now. That is perfect. So we can use that as a tuck spot. I want to use all our other bits as well. So I'll save those two for after. So let's work this out. What did I say these were pages again? Oh my god, I got ahead like a sieve. They are 9 and, oh, that's just short of 9.5, that is. That's 9 3/8. So if I do this 9 1/8, nice. So 9 1/8. What's happened there? Give me a big border, doesn't it? Never mind. Let's pull that down. And then we can No, I'm going to do that again, you know. I'm not fussed on that. I want a little border. And this is the back cover anyway, so, ooh, lovely. Good save, good save. And I'm going to take that to centre that flower. Come on. That's it. Perfect. That's going to layer in there beautifully. Fabulous. So let's get this in. Yeah, some of the paper pads, they add decoration now on the inside colours. So you get like an extra piece of cardstock. And sometimes, not on every collection, just on some. Because, yeah, it helps to stretch your budget a bit better. I need a little bit more. Perfect. That is cool. Perfect. And then that can go there or there, still leaving enough space. Ooh, maybe a 5x4 photo will fit there beautifully. I'm only going to glue 3 sides down, so that's a tuck spot on the top as well. Make sure all your little cutouts are gone. Just have that. You could even have that on the slight wonk, but I'm not. Oops. Give that. Isn't that looking cute as ever? Love that. Oh my goodness. Is it my eyesight or is it so dark? I just had to lower this light a little bit. Oh, but then it gets in